through these chords together. So across the universe, page 51, we start there with D triad in root position. Then we add the major 7. The major 7, you can find the tonic all the way up there and bring it down by half a step. Here's the D major 7. The next chord is an F sharp with a minor 7 in root position. So first let's find the F sharp minor triad at the bottom. Then we add the flat 7, which is that E on top. And that repeats on measure 4. Measure 5, everything goes down by a whole step to get to E minor 7. So E minor triad. And then 7, flat 7. So E major 7, flat 7. So the flat 7 is the D. And that repeats on measure 6. And then for the A7, we want second inversion. But first, let's just find A7. So with my other hand here, I'm going to play A7, and then we're going to invert it. So A7 as a triad of A major plus a flat 7. Now notice that the top two notes are already there on the bottom of the chord that we were playing before on E minor. So we only need to change the top two notes of that chord to find our A7. So A7 in root position would be A, C sharp, E, and G. In second inversion, E, G, A, C sharp. So the movement from E minor 7 to A7, inverted, right? So we keep the bottom two notes the same. The top two notes move down to A and C sharp, and that's your A7. So that A7 repeats on measure 8. Now we're getting to the third line, and the third line is exactly the same as the first. So we have D major triad. Then we add the major 7. Then we jump up to F sharp minor with the flat 7. And that repeats. The fourth line starts the same as the second on E minor 7. Now the next chord is a little bit gnarly here. It's a little bit hairy. We have a G minor 7 with a G minor with a major 7. In root position, that would be G minor with a major 7 at the top. Now we want a second inversion, so the top two notes need to be on the bottom. D, F sharp, G, B flat. So it's a little bit of a tricky transition from E minor. Everything goes down, but in not any recognizable pattern that is easy to remember there. It's easier to just remember the chord itself. So G minor, major 7 / D. And the next chord is just a G minor without the major 7. So we stay in the same position and we just eliminate that major 7. And that is the end of the first section of the song here, the verse. Now when we get to the chorus, fifth line, measure 17, D major triad, that repeats. And then D major with a major 7 triad, that repeats. And then it goes into A7, which we played on measure 7 and 8 with that inversion. So E, G, A, C sharp for two measures. So let's go back to measure 17. We have D triad, measure 18, D triad, measure 19, D triad with a major 7. And that repeats. A7 / E. And that repeats. The next next line, 4 bars of A7, so that's easy to remember. Measure 23 to 26 is all the same chord. A7, A7 again, A7 again, and A7 again. And now the last line of the song is a G major 7 in second inversion. So D, F sharp, G, B, and that repeats. And then it resolves down to the D major triad. And there's the last 2 measures of D triad. And that's it. So I'm gonna upload this